Let's get started. Hello again, and welcome to everyone joining us for the analyst meeting for the fourth quarter results for 2025 for Thai Union Feedmill Public Company Limited. I would like to introduce the executives who are joining us today. We have Mr. Pirasak Bunmichot, our CEO, and Ms. Manitana Pon, our CFO. And without further ado, I would like to ask our executives to go ahead and share the details of our performance results. Hello to all of the analysts and the investors joining us today. I would like to begin with our meeting. This slide shows that even though the aquaculture industry in Thailand in the past year has faced many challenges in many areas, whether it's outbreak in shrimp or fish, the volatile raw material prices, and the global economic uncertainty, the company, we have been able to maintain strong growth, and we have delivered performance results that are the best ever since we've founded the business. And we have been able to increase our market share in shrimp feed and fish feed. We're seeing growth in Thailand and in our exports, and this is one of the strategies in the past year. We have adjusted our strategy to include a sell-off of the 51% stake in AMG TFM, which was a subsidiary of ours in Pakistan. We sold it off to the original shareholders, and this allows TFM to focus our resources on our main businesses in strong markets and to take advantage of higher growth opportunities. Nonetheless, in terms of our commitment to ESG and sustainability, TFM has been busy working on business operations and managing ESG as well. We have many projects, for instance, the lower carbon shrimp project, which helps shrimp farmers to reduce their costs and to lower their greenhouse gas emissions from their farms. This is to improve the farming efficiency and effectiveness and to bolster their long-term competitiveness as well. TFM is the first animal feed producer in Asia that has been certified by ASC. It's the ASC feed standard, and this is at a high level, and this reflects our leadership in sustainability in aquaculture feed. In addition to this, we have innovations, the small feed pellets, which are called 1S and 2S. These were developed to replace the crumble feed. This is to help farming to reduce the loss resulting from dust and the pellets breaking apart. And this is all in the name of innovation and sustainability, and we can continue to receive rewards such as the SET Award in 2025. And it was a year, 2025 was a great year for us, and this reemphasizes that TFM in the past, we have kept sustainability in the forefront and innovation as well. And in the next slide, we would like to talk about our sales for 2025. Sales ended at 6.035 million baht, increasing 12.5%. This is from our main business, except for our land animal feed. We have grown by 16.2% in sales from the past year, and what is very outstanding is our shrimp feed here in Thailand, where we have been able to increase our market share in accordance with our targets. Our gross profit is at 1.34 million baht, increasing 33.4% from the year before. Therefore, our gross profit margin is 22.2%, which is higher than 2024 at 18.7%. And this is a result of our shrimp feed, our sea bass feed, resulting in strong profitability. And we are focusing on increasing sales volume and we are able to achieve economy of scales, and we are also controlling our production costs, and we are working on production yield and raw materials management as well. As a result, in 2025, we have 733 million in net profit, growing by 36.9% compared to the last year, and this is thanks to our strong business operations. This slide is about our track record for gross profit and net profit in the past 3 years. In the fourth quarter of last year, TFM has a gross profit margin at a high level of 22.3%. This is thanks to increasing production volumes and sales, and we have contribution to sales of high margin products as well, different from last year. And we are looking at net profit margin at 11.3%, and this shows our effectiveness and efficiency in our business operations that continue on. And on the next slide, this is about the aquaculture industry. The market share in Thailand for TFM for shrimp feed in 2025 has increased from the year before. Our current market share, including OEM products, is at 25.3%. This is because of the sales volume for shrimp feed, not including exports to Indonesia, growing by 25.6% from the year before. And this is thanks to our increasing market share. We're focusing on shrimp feed, quality shrimp feed, together with providing technical support to the farmers, academic knowledge. We're sharing that with them. And this has allowed shrimp farmers to be more successful in their operations and have lower costs. On the next slide, you can see the overall operations for the country. In Thailand, we are growing very well. We've been able to capture more market share in shrimp feed and fish feed, thanks to our sales team and our technical support team. In Indonesia, we faced raw materials pricing. In the fourth quarter, there was also the issue of radioactivity in shrimp, and there were also effects in the U.S. market. And in the fourth quarter, we had sales affecting our value chain in the shrimp business, and in Pakistan, we still have sales reducing due to the change in our business model to OEM from the third quarter of 2024. Overall, it doesn't have a major effect because it's a small business size, and we already sold our shares in AMG TFM to the local partner. In terms of exports to other countries, we're seeing increase from the year before, and this is one of the main targets. We have a target of diversifying our portfolio. We're selling in Sri Lanka with a current partner, and we also have new partners in other countries, and we will share that with you in the Q&A session. Our exports, we still see a lot of room for growth and a lot of opportunity for sales. I'd like to now ask our CFO to share. This is about the dividend payout in the second half of the year for 2025. We announced 30 satang per share, and the dividend has to be approved by the annual shareholders meeting first. The dividend payout is at 81.8%, which is higher than our policy guideline of no less than 50%. Our record date is the 27th of February, and the payment date is the 21st of April. Here you can see an update on the awards that we have received. In the past year, we received a set of awards for our outstanding innovative company award. This project that we were awarded for was something that we had shared with the analysts ever since 2024. We started that project at the end of that year. We have been able to create and launch small-sized pellets for young shrimp, and the small size is called 1S, very, very small, and we are the very first organization in Thailand to be able to do this. And this product will help both the production costs and the farming for the shrimp farmers. It's also environmentally friendly, and this has led to us receiving this Outstanding Innovative Company Award. Let's take a look at the details in our performance for the fourth quarter. Beginning with sales, our sales is at 1.6 billion Thai baht, growing year-on-year by 14.3%. You can remember, right, that this time last year, we said that in the fourth quarter of 2024, there was an unusual season. It was a low season. In 2024, instead of being a low season, that fourth quarter was a high season due to the prices of shrimp, which were very, very high, very, very strong. And even though we have that baseline of 2024, that high baseline, we are still growing 14.3% more. And this is mostly due to the results in Thailand and our exports, because our Sri Lankan partners have recovered from flooding, and we also have new customers from other countries as well. This growth is mostly from the shrimp feed together with the sea bass feed, and our gross profit margin is at 22.3%, and this has grown year-on-year as well. And this is due to many reasons, whether it's raw material prices or the product mix that has changed, the increasing shrimp feed contribution, and SG&A. Even though the absolute number has gone up in accordance with our sales, we have been able to achieve 9.3% to sales compared to the last year, which was at 10.2%. And for the entire year, you can see that we have been able to control our costs to sales. Usually, we take our customers, if they achieve their targets, we take them for a trip, and that increases our sales. But overall, for the entire year, we have done quite well. There is one special item, which is the sale of our shares in AMG TFM. In the third quarter, we recorded that impairment, and in the fourth quarter, the actual sales took place. We have recorded another loss. And despite this cost and the doubtful debt due to the shrimp situation, whether it's disease outbreak, or radioactivity in Indonesia, that led to a high level of doubtful debt in the fourth quarter. Nonetheless, our profit margin reached the level of 11.3%, growing 22.1% year-on-year. Here you can see the contribution from the different feeds. Shrimp feed was at 65.5%, increasing from the year before. And shrimp feed is the product that leads to the greatest gross profit margin, and this is the main source of the improvement in our gross profit margin. Let's take a look at the details in the different products. For shrimp feed, you can see that we have grown relatively well, especially here in Thailand. The volume in Thailand, the increasing volume in the fourth quarter, went up by 20 or so percent, and this is 26%. This is thanks to the technical support and other measures we have taken. Shrimp prices are also at a level that the farmers are very happy with. And in Indonesia, after they have recovered in the third quarter from the disease outbreak in the first half of the year, they then had radiation issues, and that led to a quick capture of shrimp, which affected their exports to America, which is their major export market. In the 9th or 10th month of last year, there was disruption in the value chain for Indonesia, and the situation gradually improved. But the farmers, they held back on shrimp raising, and that led to an impact on our shrimp feed for Indonesia in the fourth quarter. But the situation is improving. In terms of our gross profit, compared to last year, it's improved, and this is thanks to the raw material prices that have improved, especially in terms of soybean meal and fish meal, though the price has increased significantly in quarter four. On to fish feed. We've seen growth in this respect as well. It's increased year on year by 6.7%. This is mainly due to the sea bass, which has grown 26.1% year on year. We have been number one for sea bass feed for quite some time now, but we continue to grow in this for this feed compared to our competitors. And we're seeing we have consistent quality. And for other fish feed, the categories have declined by a bit due to many reasons. The gourmet fish had a disease outbreak, and the market size decreased. We're still working with the farmers to deal with this issue. And we have tilapia fish. And there's also risk for certain debt for different kinds of fish. And these are reasons, credit concerns, and this is reasons for a decline in that fish feed, other fish feed. But we continue to work in this area. We've been working for several years now, but we are happy with the formulation. And we're going to implement sales promotions to hopefully lead to increasing sales in other fish feed. In our livestock feed, this is a small contribution to our sales. But if you take a look at the volume has increased, and this is because of the lowering sales price. And this is in line with the raw material prices. The margin is still at a very satisfactory level, and we will continue with this particular design. And here, the net profit bridge, we've seen an improvement from 151 in the fourth quarter, 151 Thai million baht in the fourth quarter of 2024. We have a stronger margin due to many reasons. Our SG&A in absolute terms increased, but we have been able to control our costs quite well. And there are just a few problems with the doubtful debt. And in Indonesia, they are working on resolving that issue. They are following up on debt that resulted from the radiation and disease outbreak. And AMG, TFM, their disposal was we also have that. And we have taxes, which have improved thanks to the POI benefits, which we regained in the end of August. And this is a summary of our cash flow. This year, it's very similar to the year before. We have been able to have an operating cash flow that is strong, and we will use that to invest in CapEx. And the majority of what you see here is two BOI projects, the Renault Shrimp Feed Factory and the Mahatai Factory. Cash outflow is also in their dividend payment, which doesn't include the additional 30 stang per share. So we have a low debt level. These ratios are the cash conversion ratios, and we are very happy with the numbers. The cash conversion cycle is at about 35, dropping a bit from the quarter before, and interest-bearing debt to equity is still at a very low level at 0.09. And I'd like to hand things back to Mr. Pirasak. As for the outlook for this year, we expect sales. We expect continuous growth at 8 to 10%, and the main driver will be the strong momentum in shrimp feed and fish feed here in Thailand. We see a lot of room for growth, and we see a lot of room for opportunities. Gross profit is at 18 to 20%, and this is thanks to the fish prices, and we continue to maintain quality production and our portfolio, which focuses on high margin products. SG&A remains the same at 89%. Our capex is at 680 million baht, and this is for our new plant in Ecuador, as we informed the Stock Exchange of Thailand. It also includes support for operational developments here in Thailand and in Indonesia. I would like to ask the executives to update us on the strategies that will drive us forward in 2026. The strategies for this year, as I indicated before, we're looking at 8 to 10% growth. Last year was an average of 12 to 15%. We will continue to grow this year as well. Where will we grow? We will grow in the higher margin products. Our shrimp feed share in Thailand, production is not increasing. It was 250,000. It's flat. So this year it'll be about 250,000 as well. So we're looking at about 320,000, and we account for 100,000. I plan for us to increase 30% in market share. That means we have to increase our shrimp feed market share, despite the fact that shrimp feed is not increasing overall. We will capture more of the market share. Sea bass feed is about 30 or so thousand tons, and we will continue to work to achieve more in that area. We will increase our market share in sea bass feed. We want to increase to 50%. That is our final destination. And for exports, there are many things for us to consider. And we'll talk more about that in the second quarter. We'll be able to provide a better picture for the key drivers. In our portfolio, we have many countries. Every portfolio, whether it's shrimp feed or fish feed, every portfolio for ours is growing. We will continue to focus on sustainability and on innovation. In line with our plan to become a world-class business, we want to work on our sea change initiatives to support the entire group, so that globally our customers will be satisfied with our products. If we talk to farmers today, Thai farmers are more concerned about sustainability, lowering the greenhouse gas emissions, for instance. We're going to tighten our communication with the farmers in this regard. And there will be more that we will share with you in the next quarter. We are taking more action in terms of our technical support with the farmers. And we're working in every area where there's demand, the supply chain, and we're going to roll our plans out in the various regions and continue to help the farmers. TFM will work closer with the farmers. That is our key pillar, because we want the farmers to be confident in us, and we want to help them build the market. If the farmers can grow, then the exports can grow, the supply chain can grow. Therefore, we have to make sure that everything in terms of the farmers here in the country are strong. This will support our portfolio. And our investments in Ecuador, that is another pillar for us. This is whether it's SKUs or abroad. We're also looking at risk management. Everything is according to our roadmap. We are still on track, in line with the roadmap that we shared with you a few years before. We want to achieve our 2030 targets, and that is our game plan.